Switzerland's showdown with the EU comes to a head today when the country votes on whether to suspend a treaty on permitting the free movement of people from the bloc. The referendum is seen as an important test of public opinion in the mountainous Central European nation, with Justice Minister Karin Keller-Sutter having suggested a yes vote would be worse than Brexit. However, Roger Kopel, a politician with the Swiss People's Party, SVP, has said a yes vote is necessary to prevent Brussels turning his country into a vassal state in language highly reminiscent of UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. The pro-immigration SVP has the highest number of seats in the National Council, equivalent to Parliament in the UK, with Mr. Kopel one of its representatives. The party is spearheading the push to take back control of immigration, echoing the phrase coined by Vote Leave campaign manager Dominic Cummings in the 2016 Brexit referendum. However, a GFS Bairn poll found 63% of respondents oppose the SVP proposal and 35% support it, suggesting voters want stability at a time of economic uncertainty during the coronavirus pandemic. The SVP claims the current situation will increasingly result in young workers from outside the country supplanting older Swiss, with house prices being pushed up and schools and transport becoming overcrowded. Opponents say the plan would rob business of skilled workers and torpedo accords which enhance non-EU member Switzerland's access to the EU single market. Speaking last month, Ms. Keller-Sutter said, "A yes to the initiative is even worse than Brexit. A guillotine clause means ending free movement would also topple other bilateral pacts on land and air transport, procurement, technical barriers to trade, and research. In the event that the nation backs the proposal, it will attempt to renegotiate the deal with the EU, although as Ms. Sutter has pointed out, Brussels could simply refuse to do so. Citizens of the EU plus Iceland, Norway and Liechtenstein, which with Switzerland are members of the European Free Trade Association, EFTA, made up 68% of the 2.1 million resident foreigners in 2019. More than 450,000 Swiss live in the EU. Should the referendum drive, as expected, fail, the government will turn to its biggest foreign policy problem, a stalled treaty which would cement ties with the EU but which critics say infringes too much on Swiss sovereignty. Speaking to Express Co UK earlier this month, Mr. Kopel said, "The reason that I went into politics was because it was so embarrassing and so annoying how the EU behaves towards Switzerland. I decided it was not enough to write against this. I had to really participate. I think my perception was a feeling of annoyance towards the European Union, which is so domineering. They start harassing us and attacking us, threatening us by saying if you don't vote like this, we will do that. Switzerland has never been a member of the bloc," and Mr. Kopel added, "If you were to ask an average Swiss guy if he would want to become a member of the EU, he would say number." This is an argument that we have had in Switzerland since the 1990s when we had a referendum into entering the European Economic Zone. And the winning argument was that if we did we would make Switzerland into a vassal state of the European Union. Mr. Kopel also said the latest referendum stemmed from another vote in 2014 which saw the Swiss people back curbs of freedom of movement, but the results of which were never implemented. He added, "This new referendum is the result of the non-implementation of the old one."